Hello, YNABers. My name is Jesse Meekum, and this is podcast number 28 for You Need a Budget, because you do, where we teach you 4 rules to help you stop living paycheck to paycheck, get out of debt, and save a lot of money. On average, it takes a YNABer 4 months to get to where they are living on last month's income. 4 months. Follow the first 3 rules, and you'll be surprised how quick you can get there. Today, I want to talk very briefly, because I'm trying to save my voice for a live presentation I'm doing tonight, and want to talk just real brief about budgeting and failing. I'll start off with a little Chinese proverb that I made up. A budget failure is where you fail to budget. If you budget and overspend in groceries, my word, it doesn't mean you failed. It means you now have better information. It means that when you planned your grocery budget, you guessed wrong. It means something came up. It means that you're normal, because you're normal if you have no normal months in your life. It just means you move on. That's why we have Rule 3, where you're flexible, where you adapt. You're allowed, you're encouraged to shuffle things around and make your budget work. It's a living, breathing thing. Remember when I talked about like halftime, and what if a coach never adjusted with his team during halftime? How lame would that be? That team would lose constantly. And it's the same with your budget. You make those adjustments. Remember that ancient Chinese proverb that is brand new today. The only budget failure is a failure to budget. Everything else is completely fair game. You guys know it's taken us about 8 years to not overspend in groceries every single month without fail. We'd budget $150, spend $160, budget $180, spend $185, budget $140. This was years ago, by the way. We spend way more than $150 now. Anyway, we just couldn't get it. I used to think that a gremlin would just throw food in our cart when we were browsing around. Maybe that was the problem. We shouldn't have been browsing. We should have gone with a list. No, we were diligent. It was insane. It really was baffling. We ate on the cheap, and we just couldn't get it to work. It didn't mean that we threw in the towel completely and just said, oh, this budgeting doesn't work. It just meant, okay, we guessed wrong again and again and again and again and again for 108 months or whatever. So every month you're going to overspend in your doctor category or your entertainment category or restaurants or whatever. Just let it go. Move forward, keep planning. Just make sure you're hitting the big stuff, Make sure you're setting money aside for retirement. You're paying off your debt. You're doing things you love, like playing golf or, shopping. Things you love. Just make sure your money's doing that stuff. And then if you overspend in one thing or another, if you're hitting all the important things, it just doesn't really matter in the big scheme of things. The budget can get really granular and make you freak out over tiny minutia. But the budget can also be this really high-level life guide that is basically saying, hey, you are doing, in general, pure awesome. So take that and run with it. Until next time, follow YNAB's 4 rules and you will win financially. My goodness, calm down. Don't freak out if you overspend. You have not budgeted.